Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bigschelor. Biggs will find true love from one of these people. Let's move on to week 1, see what's going on in the game. We've got a group date.
Group date.
That means you go on just like a big date with all these people at the same time. They're all fighting with each other to get your attention, to try to pull you off into another room to make out. I've seen this show twice, so that's basically all I know. But you're on a group date with Frid, Isabel, Uncle Zeb, Rice Krispie Man, my incel neighbor, Bon Clay, Chip, and mother-in-law. So Rice Krispie Man and his mother-in-law, who he's trying to get away from, are stuck on this group date together. Very awkward. Bon Clay gets hurt during the group challenge. Chip tells the producers to call an ambulance. Is he getting medically evac from The Bachelor?
Oh, please, get One Piece out of here.
No! Come on, Bon Clay, you gotta pull through like Impel Down all over again. My incel neighbor helps squash a verbal altercation between player 2 and 3. What the fuck does that mean? I think the simulator had a stroke like my neighbor's going to.
Yeah?
What does that fucking mean?
So maybe it's between Isabel and Uncle Zeb?
I guess
because they're
so.
2 and 3 on the list?
Rice Krispie Man makes a good impression on Biggs, even though she does not win the challenge.
Okay,
And
it looks like I gave them a rose.
Oh, yeah, okay. You are my rose.
I was right.
my-
Out of all those, Rice would have been my choice.
Mother-in-law asks Biggs who his top 3 favorite contestants are. He doesn't give a direct answer.
You know, you're definitely not one of them. That's probably why I wasn't direct.
Uncle Zeb reads Biggs a poem about love.
Is this the second time he did that?
I don't think so.
Who's the other one that did that? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but Uncle Zeb said he had butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
But now Uncle Zeb's going to come up with a love poem.
Okay. Is it about the butterflies?
Now, roses are red, violets are blue.
I think I've heard this one before.
The thing I hate most is diggers. And the thing I hate even more than them is not being with you. And Uncle Zeb, what the fuck?
Give him a rose.
I'm gonna have to throw in like an ABC family beep over what Uncle Zeb just said. I don't think that's appropriate for television. This is on cable. Prime time cable show.
This next thing is another reason why I hate Frid.
Because he loves what's that game? He loves lacrosse.
I have no idea.
Frid's big thing in high school was he's always talking about how much he loves lacrosse, even though he's never played. And I was in a speech class with Frid, and he would like every speech would be about lacrosse, and I'm not making this up. And I like his favorite things in life were lacrosse and now and later candies. And he would eat the now and laters without taking off the paper, since they stick to the candy anyway, so there's no point. So he's sitting there watching lacrosse games all night while eating wrapped up now and laters. This is a man who was vying for your heart.
Is lacrosse the one where they have like that weird like U-shaped thing and they like chuck the ball out of it?
Yeah, like the weird wiffle ball fucking thing. Yeah.
Okay. Why did he like that so much?
I don't fucking know. He just likes saying lacrosse, lacrosse, and he would just go up to people, get up in their face and go lacrosse.
He's a weird person.
I mean, I usually just hang out with the weirdest people I could find.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Frid slams a ball into Isabel during the group tennis match. That's not cool.
Exactly. It's another reason why I hate Frid.
Oh, now you're going on some one-on-one dates. Patchy is invited. Patchy gives Biggs a photo of the two of them from the first night. Kind of creepy.
When did you get that picture taken?
Sounds like he took a photo with you without your knowledge or consent. So, good first impression, Patchy.
Yeah.
Blaze and Biggs play some basketball together. So I guess...
well, he is black.
Yeah, he's probably dunking it and shit.
Yeah. Way better than me.
Suicide playfully laughs with Biggs as they sit on the beach.
Oh, man. See, this is really going somewhere.
Yeah, so romantic. Epstein is invited to go on a one-on-one date. Epstein confesses that he is starting to almost possibly maybe fall in love with Biggs. They kiss! They kiss! Are you telling me that our fan base full of talented artists now have to draw fan art of Biggs and Epstein making out?
I don't think they have to do that.
Well, I think now that I've even suggested it, I think it has to happen.
I think what they should do is draw me sitting on the beach with a noose, playfully laughing and having a good time. I would much prefer to get those sent to me on Twitter than the prior thing that was said.
You know what? It's dealer's choice. All you artists out there, draw whichever one of those two you want.
I tell you what, if you draw the one with me and the noose on the beach, I'll retweet that one. The other one,
and if you draw Biggs and Epstein, I'll retweet it. No. How do you like that, Biggs? No! Rose ceremony. Biggs is sending home.
Oh no.
Joker. Nobody. No! Donnie!
3 of my top 5.
Well, 4 of your top 5, because also S. Darko is going home.
Oh, true.
I guess now you can't be a pedophile, but you love 3 of your favorites you just sent home, Biggs. What the fuck are you thinking?
I don't know.
What were they thinking? Do you have any reason that comes to mind why you might not be compatible with these people and why you might not have gave them a rose during the rose ceremony?
Joker probably showed off the gun that he killed Murray with, and it might have scared other people, and I didn't want to, make Suicide feel uncomfortable, so I got rid of him.
Is Bon Clay still here, even though they called an ambulance on him?
Yes.
Oh, I guess you see him down there. So yeah, here's all the remaining contestants. I guess now that 3 of your top 5 are gone, what's your new top 5 of who you're hoping you'll still get?
My new top 5?
You can do top 3. That might be easier.
Okay.
You can't keep doing top 5s.
Suicide. Rice.
Helen Keller is still right there. I think Helen Keller was a looker. And I don't mean that as a verb.
And that boy.
Okay. Week 2. Group date with Helen Keller, Frid, Mother-in-Law, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Nostalgia Critic, Patchy, Suicide, and Chip. Helen Keller, you gave her the rose, dude. You really like Helen Keller, I'm telling you. Helen Keller makes all the ladies laugh. What, they're just laughing at her? Like, well, what can she do to intentionally make them laugh? And eases the tension in the group. Well, she's like trying to like pour a glass of water and it's like getting everywhere but the glass.
Yeah, she's just like staying there with the water.
Whoa.
And everybody's laughing at her because she's retarded.
Like pouring it all over her face and shit. Frid and Mother-in-Law win the group challenge and each earn some extra time with Biggs. Lacrosse.
I hate this.
You want some now and laters, Lacrosse? I have brought some Rice Krispies. Lacrosse, that's your whole night. Krispies, Lacrosse. Crispy, Lacrosse. Crispy, Lacrosse.
I don't want to play this anymore.
You're like, can Suicide come in for a one-on-one date, please?
Oh, it looks like they're coming up.
Oh, good. Maggie Gyllenhaal starts crying because she feels like the process is too stressful. Just sighing of disgust. Nostalgia. Biggs appears to be giving Nostalgia Critic a lot of attention during the group date. What kind of attention are you giving Nostalgia Critic, Biggs?
Maybe we really are talking about Donnie since nobody else has anything good to say.
He assumes that you also hate Donnie Darko since you sent him home last round. So he's like, do you want to talk about my great review of Donnie Darko? And you're like, I've already done a Chips Challenge episode about that. Patchy and Suicide challenge Chip as to why he is so mean to the rest of the girls. Good question. Why is Chip being such a dickhead?
Well, we both played the game. We know it's not nice at all, so this is very fitting.
It's a complete nightmare. So yeah, I guess maybe Chip just made them play his own game. We got some one-on-one dates. Rip My Nigga Dan and Biggs play air hockey at an arcade bar before walking the pier. That's a pretty fun date. I love air hockey. You like air hockey, Biggs?
Yeah.
Do you think Dan wanted to give you some pointers on your form? He like stood right behind you real close and like wrapped his arms around you and put his hands on your wrist to help you, get the motion of hitting the
Maybe I'll get lucky
correctly.
And he'll invite his cute Asian friend from Survivor.
What was her name? Kim?
What's that? I have no idea.
Kelly? Was it Kelly?
Kelly. That sounds right.
Yeah. I don't think Kelly wants you to mention her in reference to being friends with Dan.
Why not?
Isabel also gives Biggs a photo of the two of them meeting. Also kind of weird.
Well, that makes sense. She is a cat. There's a chance I would have been like, oh, cat! And then I took a picture of us.
And posted it on your Blaze Instagram account.
It hasn't been updated in like 4 months.
That boy tells Biggs about his relationship with his parents. Biggs shares some of his personal life as well. What personal stories?
I told Dat Boy some big story.
Yeah, what piece of big story did you share with Dat Boy? And is he still wearing his sloth costume?
I don't think so. I mean, it would be funny if they were. A piece of big story that I would tell somebody on a one-on-one date.
Well, specifically to a frog on a unicycle.
True.
Or a unicorn.
Nothing comes to mind, I guess.
We can wait.
Oh, yeah? Let's see. Piece of big story.
Should we go to commercial break?
On a unicycle.
Have you ever met a frog?
Yeah.
What's the big story behind you meeting a frog?
Well,
currently,
it didn't last very long because soon after they croaked.
Is that what you said to Dat Boy?
Yeah.
You started crying and wheeled away.
It was really
Rose
sad.
ceremony. Biggs sends home his own mother. Cruel and unusual. Biggs, she loves you very much. Epstein gets sent back to his island to not commit suicide. Now, Biggs, is it just me, or do we have some sort of genuine connection on this here reality dating show? Why did you send me home? Did you confuse me for
butterflies and leave?
Did you think I looked like a digger?
Yeah.
Is it because he screamed the N-word and they had to bleep it out, so you had to send him home?
Yeah, it was pretty horrifying for me.
And once again, my incel neighbor gets rejected. I'm sure 50 years from now, he'll still be talking about it every day. Oh, I was on the Bigschelor and he rejected me in week 2. I'm going to think about that for 50 fucking years instead of moving on and trying to date a new.
Well, we still have more time to date some scammers.
Yeah. For 50 more years. Here's the remaining contestants, Biggs. Give me your new top 3. Suicide is still here.
True.
Dat Boy is still here.
Yeah, Suicide, Rice, and Dat Boy. That was my top 3.
Fuck yeah, they're still here. Let's move on to the next week. Group date with Patchy, Frid, Isabel, mother-in-law, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Helen Keller, Blaze, and Dat Boy. Patchy gets emotional when talking to Frid about the other girls, and Big's not giving him any attention. Why aren't you giving Patchy any attention? You guys used to play Call of Duty after high school every day.
My number 1, number 3 is in this list. So I'm probably going to give them more attention. I imagine I'll probably give them a one-on-one date. So sorry, Patchy. That is why.
Well, it looks like you're giving Maggie Gyllenhaal a rose later on.
Uh-oh.
Isabel reads Biggs a poem about love. I imagine it goes, meow, meow. That's all she fucking does is screams at me when she wants a treat.
So
meow,
what's funny is
meow,
when I got to
I'm gonna shit on your bed. Meow.
When I got to Mumkeys today, I walked in and immediately saw Isabel sitting on the couch. I walk over and all I did was put up my hand to insinuate I was going to pet her, and she immediately ran away.
She fucking dashed across the room.
As fast as humanly possible.
If you're not giving her a treat, she really doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law and Maggie Gyllenhaal talk smack about Helen Keller when they are alone. Really, you could talk smack about her in front of her. She would not notice or care.
Yeah.
But I guess you enjoy the bullying of other women because you gave Maggie Gyllenhaal a rose. What was your reasoning for that one, Biggs?
It was condolences for her brother going home.
Okay. Biggs is struck by the good looks and caring qualities of Blaze during the group date.
Now,
Blaze does look good. I have to give it to him.
He does. The caring qualities, I'm not sure I'm really understanding here, as the last time I held Blaze in my arms, he slashed my face with his claws to the point of me bleeding for like 30 minutes.
Blaze is very caring towards Isabel. They often will lick each other's heads for an upwards of 10 seconds before Blaze decides that's enough quality caring, time to fight, and then he'll tackle her in a fight and she will run away.
Yeah.
And that boy makes a good impression on Biggs even though he does not win the challenge.
So who's in this 2-on-1 date then?
Well, of course that's Suicide and Bon Clay. And as we see, the person who does better on this 2-on-1 date is Bon Clay, who lays a big kiss on Biggs and earns a rose, which means you are ever closer to reading all of One Piece, my friend.
You know, I never did agree to this. Wait. What's this one-on-one down here?
Now, well, you might want to read this first.
You know,
read it out loud for the Helen Kellers in the audience who can't see.
Suicide tells Biggs that he is perfect for her. This is true.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. Everything I know about you would suggest that this is the truest.
Wait, why is
so
Suicide grayed out? I didn't send him home, did I?
I think that might be how the 2-on-1 date works.
So it's like it's a challenge, basically. One wins and one loses.
Yeah, it's like an elimination, I assume. So Bon Clay won with the kiss, and your number one pick is now gone. Your least wanted pick is moving on to the next round. How do you feel about that?
I'm starting to feel this is scripted.
No, what? You saw me fucking randomize it. I bet Suicide would have won if you didn't make me re-randomize it. But Nostalgia Critic and Biggs going on one-on-one date. They enjoy their time horseback riding.
Maybe we were talking about another Jake movie known as Brokeback Mountain.
He's probably done a review of that, to be honest. Is this your worst nightmare, that Bon Clay is moving on to the next round and you and Nostalgia Critic are going on one-on-one horseback riding dates?
My bottom three are starting to look very promising for the win right now. It's making me sad.
Well, Biggs sends home Rip My Nigga Dan, Chip, Suicide, and Rice Krispie Man.
My top two! No!
So I think instead of giving what your top three is now, just from this list, what is your bottom three? Because it seems like the ones you hate are moving on. What are the three you least want to land on?
Bon Clay, Nostalgia Critic, and Frid.
Okay.
That's definitely the bottom three.
Well, let's move on to week 4. Group date with Patchy, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Dat Boy, Bon Clay, Mother-in-Law, Isabel, Nostalgia Critic, and Helen Keller. Patchy makes a good impression on Biggs even though she does not win the challenge. Maggie Gyllenhaal and Dat Boy win the group challenge and earn some extra time with Biggs. Bon Clay gets hurt during the group challenge again.
Hurt again?
I don't know how Bon Clay
Two
keeps getting
ambulances? Please.
Yeah, is he gonna get eliminated this time? I don't know. Isabel slaps Nostalgia Critic in the face.
That makes sense.
Everyone has to break up their cat fight.
This is scripted.
Meow. What if it was Isabel and Blaze getting in a cat fight? Then it would just be my real life.
Why does Helen Keller have a rose?
Because she draws in the other ladies and Biggs with her magnetic personality. Now, it's another 2-on-1 date.
Oh,
somebody's gonna get eliminated here. And
no way.
Looks like you chose Frid, Lacrosse over Biggs. Frid makes fun of Blaze during alone time with Biggs, and I guess you again choose the bully over anybody else.
I'm gonna be sick.
From eating too many now and laters, I assume. That he spit into your mouth while you were making out. Boy, I sure do hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Just let Bon Clay go home.
And Blaze is the only one eliminated this episode. Or this round.
Only one?
And I think that's going to end episode 2 of the Bigschelor. And
I'm not liking this anymore.
The next episode will be the finale. Again, to clarify, your 3 least favorite are Bon Clay, Nostalgia Critic, and who?
Frid. They're all in a row.
And they're all in the final. What is this? The final 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 in 3 chance of your worst nightmare coming true. 1 in 9 chance that you have to read all of One Piece. Biggs, where are you at mentally? Is there even one left that you would like to land on?
Not that I would like to, but Dat Boy hopefully is the winner.
You can't live with Helen Keller.
I knew as soon as Gretchen went home week 1 or day 1 maybe that this was going downhill.
Yeah, you were fucked.
Yeah.
Fucked for life. You don't even have suicide or nobody or depression as a way to get out. You have to end up with a sentient being who you will have to love and adore and live with for the rest of your 20 some odd years left on this earth.
At this point, I would bite the bullet and go with Maggie, please.
Because at least you can see Jake on like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, right?
Yeah, it'd be like the situation with in Game of Thrones with Natalie Dormer's character where she was married to the king, but he was sleeping with her brother.
Yeah. Maggie will be your beard. I think that's what they call it when a gay guy has like a wife to, be undercover gay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough Bigschelor for today. We'll see you again tomorrow to find out who Biggs' true love really is. My money's on Bon Clay.
Yeah, because you scripted it that way.
I wish I had that intense knowledge and know-how to script out. Why are you smiling at me, Biggs? Why do you think I did something?
Because when you said you were going to re-roll, you didn't re-roll.
What are you talking about? Everybody saw me do it. It was on screen.
You didn't click it. You didn't click the re-roll. You hit the back button.